the channel. Here we go. We're going to be going off to another island, Nusa Lembongan, taking the boat, and yeah, we'll go ahead and get into this video. Let's go. So real quickly, we'll kind of talk about Devil's Tears, some of the safety stuff, some of the newer stuff they've put up as well. Here we are actually coming from the other little island, Nusa Ching something, I forgot what it's called, it starts with a C. We're visiting that little island, so here we are just kind of touring it, kind of visiting it. You can drive it all in one day, probably less than 2 hours, an hour to drive the whole thing. It's a very, very small island. It's right next to Nusa Lembongan. You can see I'm honking the horn and all this and that. That's mainly for safety. A lot of the locals honk the horns on the turns, especially on motorbikes, and especially the vehicles as well, just to let the opposite driver know that, hey, I'm here, just be careful with me. So I started doing the same thing as well. Between the two little islands, Nusa Lembongan and the other little neighboring island, there is this little yellow bridge. It's basically enough for two motorbikes to go basically two-way traffic for each motorbike. That's about all you're gonna be able to get across here. This guy was carrying some tanks, and his bike was a little bit wider than somebody without carrying some of those tanks, so we had to kind of slow down. But yeah, this is the little island. This is the little bridge that connects the two islands. So yeah, feel free to check it out while you're there in Devil's Tears. You'll hear this little thing rattling, but it never broke on us. Didn't see it break. Never had any issues with it. But yeah, it's a little alarming if you're not used to it. Now, Devil's Tears has taken people's lives, so just be careful when you do go there. The waters are very, very rough, which you'll see here in the video pretty soon. So just be careful. They have put up ropes to keep people away from the edges. Alright guys, so now we're walking to Devil's Tears. So it's a cute little walk from where we are staying. Very relaxing walk. A lot of banana trees, not very much traffic, but yeah, I just want to show you guys what it's like walking around in Nusa Lembongan or Nusa Lembongan. Was that a snake or no? That is a snake, guys. Well, I'll be damned. We found ourselves a snake. First snake. But yeah, go ahead and turn off the GoPro, save the battery for when we get to Devil's Tears. So here we are, guys. We made it to Devil's Tear. It's actually pretty developed. It's all paved, so that's really nice. I don't see any scooters coming in through here. It's mainly just pedestrians walking around, but yeah, it looks pretty well developed. So which is surprisingly that it's this developed, considering it's such a small island. It's located in Nusa Lembongan, I believe that I'm saying it correctly. Yeah, not too many people so far. We'll see once we get down. But yeah, right now it should be pretty high tide. It's 4 o'clock, so we will see. Oh, wow. So here it is, guys. Misty. Oh yeah, you can feel the mist. So real quickly, I'll chime in right here. This is all brand new. The little don't cross this line sign and all of that ropage is all new. This is something they just added because they have had deaths and they have had people fall into the water taking Instagram photos, of course. So they put this up for the safety of the guest. Again, don't advise going past it. Sometimes the waters are so unpredictable that the water can sweep you off your feet, and the waters are very, very strong in this area. Would highly advise just not getting close to it because the waters look really, really calm, and then all of a sudden you'll see in some later videos the water just picks up super quickly,
right now,
and before you know it, you have some big waves coming in,
yeah.
and they are just so unexpected that they will definitely wipe you off your feet and take you into the ocean. So, just for safety reasons, don't get too close.
It looks pretty good though.
Devil's here. We're just gonna chill, wait until we get some.
Dang. Here they come, here they come. Here they come. Here they come. Oh, ooh. That was awesome. Okay, felt the water. Oh, look at those. Holy crap. Here comes another one, guys. Another one. Oh my gosh. The power, man. The power of Mother Nature. Ooh. Wow. Oh, look, here comes some more. Here comes some more. Dang. Whoosh. Oh. That is awesome, guys. Now my mouth is all salty. Now I see why it's so unpredictable. You just never know from which angle it's gonna hit. Okay guys, so while I'm flying this drone over Devil's Tears, I have a little bit of time to talk now. Yeah, as you can tell that the waves get really bad. These aren't even some of the worst ones we have seen there. It just so happens when the biggest waves come, you have your phone down, usually how it happens. Also, the wind is very strong in this area. As you can tell, sometimes the drone is a little bit kind of moving around. It's because it's the wind. The wind is very strong in this area. And that little mist you just saw in the video, that's why it's called Devil's Tears. There's like a little cave. So if you happen to fall in this water and you get pushed into that cave, there's a good high probability you'll just drown because you'll get trapped in that little cave where that mist is coming out of. Yeah, there's no way getting out. That water is way too powerful. It's gonna suck you back into that little cave. I've seen some videos on YouTube where people have fallen in taking Instagram photos, and it is damn near impossible, very hard to get anyone out of this water because the water is moving in so many different directions because there are so many rocky points, and it creates that currents under there, undercurrents that are just, you know, every which way, and it's so hard to swim in this. We saw some other places where people were still swimming in some of these rough waters, even though it says no swimming. Now, another tidbit of information is wear proper shoes. I will leave the shoes we used in these videos down in the description because this stuff has a lot of moss and it's very slippery. The last thing you need is to slip and fall into the water. Oh, here it is.
They got those people there. They're being put over here.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Wow.
Oh. Oh yeah, dude. Oh. Oh wow. Wow.
Oh my
These
God,
things are getting wild.
Now here comes the big wave.
Here come the waves now.
That was awesome.
Oh my goodness. Here comes some big waves.
And just the big waves. Come on.
Oh my goodness. So yeah guys, I just kind of stood here and recorded with the drone, just the water kind of splashing up. But yeah, the waves are very, very unpredictable. As you saw from the last clips, it gets very, very high, the water. And supposedly from some of the locals that we didn't even come on some of the worst days. There are days where these things are even worse and more violent than when we are here. And as you can tell, there's like a little whirlpool kind of forming when the water comes and hits those rocks, just because of how the rocks are placed and how the water kind of bounces off of it. It creates such a like a suction. So if you fall in this water, guys, it is not going to be easy to get out of this stuff. Again, like I said, I'm going to leave all my shoes, all my gear that I wore to walk around on these rocks, because even over there where you can see the people in the back, we're kind of fly over there here in a little bit, it's still very slippery. There's a lot of mist that comes off of these rocks and that gets placed on these rocks, all that moss, all that stuff is still slippery. Right there where I'm standing right here on the fence, on that rope, it's still very slippery. There's still a lot of water in that area and it still gets very, very slippery. So here I'm also just kind of recording, but yeah, everything will be down in the description for anyone who is interested and needs proper footwear. I don't recommend just getting cheap water shoes. I recommend getting some good non-slip shoes because you don't want to fall. Now you do have to pay to enter Devil's Tears. There's a couple parking areas to park your motorbike, and it's a good little walk. I would say about a quarter mile of a walk from the place you pay to the actual Devil's Tears, about a quarter mile. We stayed at at a hotel really, really close by. I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head. If I can find it, I will put it down in the description as well. So if anyone's visiting and wants to be close by, you'll be pretty close to this Devil's Tears. As you can tell, this one was a huge wave right now. That was a crazy one. But yeah, it's about I don't know, 3/4 of a mile walk in total from the hotel to the Devil's Tears. And we kind of walked around the little beaches and other areas. There's more beaches to see down on the island. But yeah, Devil's Tears is probably the main attraction here on this island in particularly. Now I will shut up and I will let you guys kind of just sit back and enjoy the remaining drone footage of these waves. I was kind of scared that my drone was going to get caught in the water because the water kind of shoots up pretty high, but luckily it didn't. But yeah, enjoy. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good one. This is gonna be a good one, guys. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Yep, that was a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Again, here you're gonna see the violence and the power of Devil's Tears. Again, it's taken so many lives and it's so sad. People are on vacation and end up never going back home. But yeah, look at that, guys. That's just an enormous amount of power by the ocean.